Hi, friends. Welcome to the last cooking class of the year. And it was a surprise. And there's still 19 of you here to cook with me. That's so fun. You guys are awesome. I love your spontaneity. You guys are the best. So here we are on December 29th. It's Rocky Week at TRS. So everything's about boxing this week and the Italian stallion. Therefore, we have Italian dinner. And we're making chicken caprese. Unless you don't eat chicken, then you're having tofu caprese. I might do some of each. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, so it should be a simple-ish recipe. We're also doing roasted vegetables on the side because you can never have too many vegetables, right? And the recipe didn't really call for like something to serve it on. So I had put in the email that you could make it with pasta or rice or quinoa. So we're kind of going to have like, it's going to be one of those nights where we kind of have a lot going on, but it shouldn't be too complicated. And you know me, I like to prep. So we're going to start with our vegetables because I just want them to cook as much as we want them to cook, and then they can just kind of sit and we'll work on the chicken while it is cooking. So do me a favor. Let's go wash our hands first. Oh, that's okay, Mark. You can hang out with us. Let's wash our hands. 20 seconds, warm water, soap, front and back, all the things. Okay, here's what I need to know. After your hands are dry and you're ready, tell me in the chat what veggies you're roasting, because I want to know. I'm going to get mine out because I have nothing out yet. Okay, well, tell me what kind of veggies you're going to make. I'm going to make. Okay, I have a ton of time. That's how I am. I like all things. Yes, good. Okay, let's see what we have here. Wow, look at all this. Okay, we have green beans, same, green beans, good. Green beans, broccoli, good. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, green beans and cauliflower, nice. Broccoli, carrots and broccoli in a steamer pot. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I have all kinds of veggies. I'm going to do a little bit of zucchini. I'm going to do some carrots. I'm going to do some Brussels and some green beans. So let's get our stuff. Oh, nice, Mama. That sounds good. So let's get our pan ready, and then we'll chop away and that kind of thing. So let's get out a baking sheet. Baking sheet. Oh, I'm going to empty my oven because I keep stuff in here. Can't see it. And I'm going to get a knife. Let's chat about knives. If you guys are doing, the people that are doing cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels, you're going to want a nice hefty knife. I'll show you mine. Mine's kind of short, but still thick. So you'll want a nice big, oh yeah, tomatoes, good. You want a nice big one for those hard vegetables. Green beans, you don't even need a knife. What else did I see? Tomatoes, yeah, you want a good knife. Yeah. Oh, I forgot my, what's it called? Garbage bowl. I gotta have my garbage bowl. If you don't know about a garbage bowl, it's my favorite. It's where you put all your food scraps and all your garbage. You don't have to keep like going across the, the kitchen. So, garbage bowl. Okay. So, I think I'm the only one doing zucchini, so I'll just do that quietly to myself. But we'll do green beans together, Brussels together, that kind of thing. We are going to preheat our oven to 425. Oh, there you go, Elizabeth. Yeah, do some Brussels. We're going to preheat our oven to 425. Here we go. Okay. Oh, and we got to wash. You guys, one of my Brussels sprouts fell out of my bag at the grocery store and I stuck it right back in. And I thought to myself, I better wash those Brussels sprouts because now they've been on my so I'm just going to get a little colander out here. You don't have to use a colander. I'm just doing it for visual. I'm going to put my pile of veggies in here so I can go rinse them. Green beans. Some Brussels. Why not? One more. I love Brussels sprouts. And then, thank you, Eric. You're so good. And I'll just do one zucchini. Carrots, I don't feel like I need to wash my baby carrots. Let's see a little bit. So I'm going to put these away. All right, I'm going to give my veggies a good rinse. And then we'll get chopping. Okay. If you guys have a specific veggie that you need me to talk you through how to cut it up, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk through what I'm doing. And then, you know, we'll meet in the middle. So I'm going to start with my Brussels because I know there's some of you out there doing Brussels. So how I'm going to do my Brussels sprouts is I'm going to chop the stem off the bottom. And then usually some of the leaves on the outside fall off. There they go. So I'll throw those in my garbage bowl. If you have brown leaves, like it's kind of like a little baby cabbage, right? So if you have little loosey-goosey or they're brown, just kind of pick off those leaves. Baby carrots and green beans, atta girl. Same. So now I have this little Brussels. To me, this is too big. So I'm going to cut this in half. If it's giant, you can turn it again and then cut it in quarters. Oh, there goes one. They have little pieces. I like just, you know, a little bite size. So this is how I'm going to cut my Brussels. I'll show you one more time. Chop off the stem. Pick off any weird leaves. Very good. Cut in half. Oh, upside down. Cut in half. Hold what you're doing, Jen. And then in half again. So there we go. Green beans. Let's chat green beans for those of you doing green beans. How do you do broccoli? I'll tell you in a moment. Right? For those of you doing green beans, here's all I do. This is me and my grandma's thing. You just take it, snap the end off. Sometimes it peels the skin. I don't want this, so I peel it off and then snap the other end. If it's really big, this one's okay, but I sometimes like to just like that. Oh, thank you. The oven is just for the veggies. So if you're doing a steamer basket, you don't need the oven. So you can snap them in half for green beans if they're really big. So here we go. You don't even need a knife. Snap and snap. This one's giant, so boop, there you go. All right, Loretta. Let me get some broccoli and I'll show you. Where are you, broccoli? There you are. Biggest head of broccoli ever. Look at this thing. It's like as big as my head. Anyways, here's how I do broccoli, Loretta. I like to take my knife. Sometimes I just stick the thing upside down. And then depending on how much stem you like, I like stem, but not a lot of people like stem. I just take my knife and like cut the tree part off so you have a smaller tree. And then this is gigantic. So I would snap these off also so that you have, you know, smaller pieces. That's how I do my broccoli. Okay, now I'm gonna put these on here. Now that I have it out, and then still like this piece to me is so weird. I'm just gonna cut this stem off a little bit and then make smaller pieces. That's how I do it. Sometimes you can cut them in half. Just depends on how you like it. I like the stem though. I think it's really good. What is this? That's my broccoli. Like, what is in this bag? So that's what we're gonna do for now, friends. We're gonna chop our veggies. Oh, zucchini. I don't think anyone else is doing zucchini. but I'm just going to cut kind of biggish wedges, and then I'm going to cut them in half because that's huge. So slices, and then I'll stack them up and cut them in half. So that's what we're doing, friends, chopping veggies. We need Sav to play veggie chopping music. I'm chopping broccoli. Do you guys know that old Saturday Night Live song? Hey, I wonder if I'm gonna have too many veggies for my pans. And baby carrots, Amanda, because you're doing baby carrots. Depends on if you want to. You could cut them in half if you feel like it. I don't think I will. But sometimes they're just so dang big, man. Brussels sprouts. We have the tiniest Brussels sprouts. I keep buying them because Bill makes Brussels sprouts this really fun, tasty way. I guess I should teach you guys one day how to do it, but I guess you'll have to teach me first. But they're so good. They're like caramelized and just, oh my God, they're so good. But so I got small ones because I like them whole. And like, this is just massive. So I got small ones. But man, were they a pain in the butt to cut. Yes, I want you to play a veggie song now, but you just won't be able to hear it. Yeah, so I was cutting those baby Brussels, man. Picking off all the little leaves. It was quite a task. All right. Come on. You can do it. There we go. You more. Come back. Do you guys use a garbage bowl? Or is it just me? Have I convinced you how magical they are? You guys are cutting. You can't tell me right now. But one day I do want to know who uses a garbage bowl with me. I don't, you know what, you guys? I don't use it very often unless I'm with you guys. I usually just drag the garbage can in here. But good, Sad. But I don't want you guys to have to see my garbage. But I do, I love it. I love a veggie bowl. What's it called? The garbage bowl. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay. One more. And then I still have my pile of green beans. Green beans are frozen. Oh, Amanda, just you can run them under some hot water or put them in if you have a microwave, you can put them in a bowl of water and put them in the microwave for a minute or two. Just to defrost them. But honestly, you can also cook them frozen. It'll be fine though. Get hot. Cauliflower garbage can for us. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, Loretta, because I didn't know. I totally want to know. Oh, Brussels. I love the Brussels. I was so scared of Brussels when I was younger. I didn't even know. I never really had them. Then I tried one, I don't know, probably 10 years ago or something. It was like, what? These are so good. This was huge. Double chopping for you. So the rules, friends, you give the veggie scraps to your chicken. I do when they're cooked, especially. And then I give them like, they don't care about zucchini. I always want to give them zucchini. I've hung it up for them before though, and they ate it then. But I'll give them like a head of cabbage. They love a head of cabbage. It's so funny. So I buy them a head of cabbage when I go to the grocery store, especially if they're locked up. Because we have a giant field, but they stay locked up sometimes because we have hawks that try to eat them, which is not my favorite thing. And so when they're locked up, I'll give them a head of cabbage to play with. You know, just peck at it like mad. It's funny. I mean, why? Who would want raw cabbage all the time? But I guess they love it. And watermelon. Great, friends. So when you're done with your veggies, the rule is you got to let me know somehow. So our fun little game we play is put a little letter in the chat. So when you're done, which I'm clearly not done, but when you're done, put a V for veggies in the chat and we will get them all seasoned. Oh, you guys are good. Look at all these people with their V's. Maybe it's because I did 1,000 kinds of vegetables. Good. Almost there. Just some more green beans. So yeah, Amanda, with your frozen green beans, you just throw them in the pan. Oh, I just splattered myself. Snap, snap. These green beans are so healthy. The green beans were nasty for a while at the grocery store. Maybe they were in season. I don't know, but these are finally some good ones. No. Okay, 5 more. Yep. Nope, just kidding. 2 more. That. Done with that. And some carrots. Oh, it's so green and colorful. It's just 2 of us, and I have 75 vegetables. Okay. Let me check. Woo! Water. We are going to use our knives again, my friend, so don't put it away yet. Okay, let me check our V's, our veggie people. Oh, you guys are so good. You might have even all beat me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys are good. You almost all beat me. So good. Okay. We are going to. We're going to. So while we wait for the last few people, we're going to grab our olive oil, salt and pepper if you want to. This is kind of all like just what you want to do. No problem, Mama. Italian seasoning if you want it. Where's my Italian seasoning? Just because, you know, it's Italian night. And, oh, garlic. I definitely want garlic. You can either use garlic powder or minced garlic. I think I want minced. You put minced garlic or powder on your vegetables? Okay, my husband has spoken, and he went to cooking school. He says garlic powder. So I guess I'll use garlic powder. He went to cooking school. I used to mince garlic on everything because I like it. So, raw. All right, let me check. Let me count these. Then it makes my heart happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's like 4 more people. 4 more. I'm gonna have a sip of water. I'm gonna make a note too. Oh, I know what I want to know, friends. Girl, me too. Amanda, me too. So it'll be just fine. If you're done with your veggies and you're chilling, waiting with me, do me a favor. I want to know, are you making pasta, rice, or quinoa on the side? Are you making it or not? So you can either put a P for pasta, R for rice, Q for quinoa, or none. No, N, 0, whatever you want. Okay, good, 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 good. Yes, yes. Ooh, nice. We have all 3. You guys are awesome. Love it. They're so cool. Okay. Good, good. Oh, and Loretta's done with her veggies. Good. BP. Wow, you guys are good. What's BP, Hermana? I can't get it. Brown pasta. Is that what it is? Tell me, tell me. Okay. Okay, I'm good. Yeah. Okay. All right, friends. I'm going to start veggie prepping. So this is so easy. This is not rocket science. This is truly, we don't even have a recipe. I am not following a recipe. But what we're going to do, get ready to get a little messy. It's just way more fun if you get messy. If you really hate getting messy, get a big spoon. But I'm telling you, it's way more fun this way. So we're going to take our olive oil, do a little drizzle. What I read was olive oil is your friend, but not your best friend. So we're going to put a little olive oil, just drizzle. You can always add more, but you can't take it away. Italian seasoning and garlic powder. I'm going to do a decent amount because that's where my flavor is coming from. Little sprinklies. I'm so surprised people said garlic powder. Okay. And then some salt and pepper with your salt. Don't go crazy with your salt, you guys. You can always add more, especially like on your dinner plate, you know. So I just did a baby bit. So all of that has been sprinkled on here. So just sprinkle. Italian seasoning, garlic, salt and pepper. And now the fun part, we're going to toss. So I'm just going to take my hands and go for it. Just go for it. If you don't like Italian seasoning or you don't like garlic, don't use it. I lost a green bean. Just use salt and pepper. Woo! And you want to like kind of pick it up, right? Pick it up, move it around, make sure you get it coated. And then you can just kind of see, like, do you all have it? Do you have your flavor? It looks pretty good. I think it looks good. Now you gotta wash your hands. Warm water. The only way oil comes off your hands is with warm water. Don't try it cold. This turns into butter. And soap, of course. All right. And now this is going in the oven. Awesome. Oh, that sounds good, really. That sounds perfect. Okay, so when your veggies are done, you're going to go in the oven for 15 minutes. That's what we're going to set a timer for. We're going to set a timer for 15. I'm going to do 10 because I like to stir. You guys know I like to play with my food. So I'm going to do 10 minutes. So 425, 10 minutes. Whew. I don't know what that was. Okay. That's it. And then what we're going to do, for those of us making rice and quinoa, we're going to start that now. If you're making pasta, you can get your pot like full of water, but pasta cooks so fast. I don't want you to cook it now. The other stuff has to sit. I'm going to put these away. We're not rushing, friends. We're just doing our thing. Do I need salt and pepper later? I do. You need salt and pepper later. I'm going to leave it out. And you need olive oil later. So I'm going to leave that out. Okay. Let me review my rice and pasta for quinoa people. Bum, bum, bum. Andrea, Katina, Amber, Jeffrey, Elizabeth. Nice. Very good. Okay, friends. So if you're making rice or quinoa, good, Momo. Oh, good. Yes, I love my quinoa. Good choice, quinoa people. Good. Yay. So if you're doing rice or quinoa and you're ready, get out a pot with a lid. If you're making pasta, you can get your pot ready. You just don't need to do anything yet. Where's my lid? Here, lid. Ding. If anybody needs me to wait because they're making rice and quinoa, tell me. But I know there's just a few of us that are doing this. So I want to make sure we're moving for the people that aren't. So if you need me to wait, tell me. If not, we're going to get this grain party started. Get the quinoa out. Okay. All right, Eric, get ready to type. We're going to get one, depends on how many people you're feeding. I'll let you know, Elizabeth. Depends on how many people you're feeding. This will make enough for 4 to have a little side dish. So if no matter what, rice or quinoa, we're going to do 1 cup. So you can measure out your 1 cup of rice or quinoa and put it in the pot. Oh, that's totally fine. For those of you that have your own stuff, your minute rice, your pasta roni, or whatever, you just knock your socks off. I know that you bought it because you know what to do. So do it. But for those of us that are making this together, I got you. So 1 cup of quinoa or rice in the pot. Here we go. Okay. If you're making quinoa, it's going to be 2 cups of water. If you're making rice, it's 1.5 cups. Okay? Quinoa, 2 cups of water. Rice, 1.5 cups. Okay. Good job, Eric. And now my cup is clean because I just washed it out. I'm gonna get a fork. I like having a fork for my, I put Brussels sprouts all over the floor. I like having a fork for my rice or my quinoa. So grab a fork. No, you just put it all together. Water and quinoa or water and rice all together in the pot. And I'm gonna put it on the back burner because it's just gonna stay back here for a while. Garbage bowl. Okay. And we're gonna turn our stove on to, I'm gonna do medium high. I'm gonna put mine at 7. 7, medium high, whatever. That's what we want. Oh, I forgot to get the flame started. So here comes your instructions. And I'm going to talk about this again later, but you may happen at different times for me. So we're turning on our water for our rice and our quinoa, medium high heat. Mine says 7 on the dial. Yours might say medium, medium high, right in between. And once it starts to boil, you're going to turn it all the way down to low and put a lid on. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about it, but we're also going to do something else while while that happens. My pasta people, I would just put your water in your pot, let it sit. Don't turn it on yet. I'll let you know when to start it if you need me to. So are we ready to move on to chicken? Give me a yes, a Y or a C for chicken, Loretta, when you're ready to move on. So that means that you guys are so good. That means your veggies are in the oven. That means your rice or your quinoa is sitting there doing its thing. And we are ready for the main dish, the main course. You guys are so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's half. 10. I lost. I don't believe myself whenever I count, so then I have to count 100 more times. 1, 2, 4. I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know where I am now. Part of it is I have to remember who the last name was. 14. Yay. Just looking at my pot because I like to play with it. So that's almost all of us. And I'm going to assume, here's what I'm going to assume about you guys. I'm going to assume you had your shopping list, you got your food out. I didn't do that. So I'm going to get my food out just in case anybody else needs another minute or two. So we got out our olive oil. We got out our salt and pepper. I'm going to go get my chicken. I'm going to maybe make some tofu with it, but I'm not going to. So Elizabeth, if you need help with the tofu, let me know. But I know you cooked it before. You got to get that water out. And then honestly, you're just going to cook it the same way we are. Okay, chicken, yes. Balsamic vinegar. Mm-hmm. Tomatoes. Well, tomatoes and minced garlic. And then the last part is, basil. I got fresh basil, but you can use dried. I'm like, what is this for? It's for my quinoa, which is not boiling yet, but it's close. Basil and mozzarella. I'm not going to get the mozzarella out right now because we don't need it. But I will get my basil. And you guys, my timer, everything's about to we're about to pause and check on everything. My veggie timer's about to go. Gonna get a pot holder. Oh, we didn't have our safety announcement. You guys, I'm trusting that you're being safe in there. You're using pot holders, you're washing your hands, you're being safe with your knife. I'm trusting you because I can't see you. So I'm trusting you. And helpers, I'm trusting that you're helping and not doing. Our friends are very, very, very capable of doing a lot of this stuff. All right. I got my fork ready for my quinoa. And my hot pad ready for my veggies. It's all about to go down right here. I gotta play. Okay, there's my 10-minute timer. I'm gonna grab a spoon. This is the kind of spoon I like to use. It's like squishy. It's check my veggies. I'm gonna mix them around because I like to. Hello, veggies. How are you? You're looking good. I'm just gonna give them a little stir. They're not done. They look so good. Woo! I just like to mix them up and put them back in. I'm gonna set a timer for, I'm gonna do 8 more minutes. It's weird. That's just the number I'm gonna do. What you want is you want your veggies to be soft. And it's fun when they get a little bit like brown and crispy on the edges. That's when it's fun. Mine are not even close. And my quinoa is boiling. So I'm turning it all the way down to low, putting the lid on. I have to set a timer on my phone because my microwave is brand new. It's not plugged in. So let me set another timer for 18 minutes. 18 minutes for my quinoa. Okay, let's review because I'm sure you guys are all doing the same thing. Your water's probably very close to boiling. So you want to turn it all the way down to, mine's at 1. 1, simmer, low, whatever your stove says. Put the lid on. Timer for 18 minutes. Hopefully you have 2 timers. Oh, good. Good job, Elizabeth. And my veggies are all stirred up and stuck them back in there. Good, Loretta. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes because I'm pretty sure you're doing the same thing. Pretty sure. Okay. Did I get everything out? No. Okay. Here's the next two things I'm going to get out. My pan for our chicken and a plate. So the pan, you will want one with a lid. If you have one with a lid. So I got my King Daddy with my lid, my Costco one that I should be sponsored for. You want a big one because you want to put all your chicken in at once or your tofu, whatever you're using. If you don't have a pan with a lid, you can put a cookie sheet on top or even a piece of tin foil if you need to, but it's not until the very end. So just so you know, you will need something. And we need a plate. So we're going to cook our chicken and then we're going to take it out of the pan. And so you need a plate to put your chicken on the in-between step. Do you guys have a kitchen window anywhere in your, well, not even kitchen. Do you have a west-facing window in your house where you are? The sunset right now. Woo! I have like, when it comes to skies, I'm just like, I did 8 more minutes on my veggies, Loretta, but it kind of depends. Broccoli will cook a little faster. Green beans will cook a little faster. But Brussels sprouts and carrots will take a little bit longer. So you just check them in a few minutes. Okay, oh, plate. We don't need it right now, but we got it now. Okay. Haha. I know you already told me, but tell me again if you're ready, because now we have the rice situation go down and the veggie situation go down. Tell me again if you're ready. Give me a, yeah, you got it. Yep. A C or a Y or, yeah, good, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-huh. 9, 10, 11. You guys, I really make myself laugh. I am Dancy, you're right. 12. Oh, I just thought of something else we should get. We should get a bowl because we're going to cut our tomatoes and I want to cut them first and I don't want them rolling all over the place. So grab yourself a little bowl. I'm just going to use a cereal bowl. Cereal bowl. It's actually going to be our next step. 13. We're going to call it. We're calling it. Okay, friends. We're going to start. Let's prep our tomatoes so that we don't get stressed out. I don't ever want stress. So I have a ton of tomatoes because this is my Costco container. I think I put on the shopping list to get a pint of tomatoes. And mine are also gigantic because Costco tomatoes are gigantic. But all you want to do is cut your tomatoes. If they're this big, I'm going to cut it in 2 places. But if you just have regular little baby cherry tomatoes, just cut them in half. Okay? So we're going to do that and just put them in a bowl so they're ready for later. We're not cooking these yet. And for tomatoes, you guys, you really want a knife that has a straight, flat blade, not the bumpy, serrated kind, because you're just going to tear up your tomatoes trying to cut through those things with that kind of knife. So if you're using a bumpy knife, switch it for a flat knife if you can. If not, it'll be fine. My tomatoes are almost old. Almost. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, yeah, there's a good one. No smashing. Let me read this little problem here. Do you have a microwave? Put it in the microwave. That's what I would do. Put it in the microwave. Do where it says power level or power cook, switch it to 3. I would do like 4 minutes, power level 3, and just let it cook for a minute. It's not a huge problem. Don't even worry. Chopping tomatoes. Here we go. I love tomatoes. I'm like, I don't know when to stop because I have this huge container. I'll stop it a lot. Once I get to a lot. Chop, chop. Oh, there's the timer for my veggies creeping up on me. I got 1 more minute. You guys, once we chop these tomatoes, we are just so close to being done. The cooking part is like really fast. I don't know. Is that enough? I don't know. I just love it. Because I'm like, for my Rocky people, it's called chicken caprese. My Rocky people, I'm literally just sitting there going, dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's my timer. Okay, I'm going to stop cutting tomatoes. I have a ton of tomatoes. All right. Let me put these away and I'll check my veggies. I hear you. Oh, okay, I hear you. You're very special and loud. Okay, here we go. Veggies, veggies, veggies. Hot in the oven. Little stir. I'm not sure what my veggies look like, but I'm gonna get my pot holder so that it's so safe and I don't burn myself. Okay, here's what my veggies look like. I'm gonna put them back in the oven. They're starting to get a little bit brown on the pieces of broccoli, but to me, it's not enough. They smell really good. I look like a commercial. Anyways, okay. But honestly, for you guys, with your veggies, what you may want to do when they look like they're getting close for you and you're liking the look of them, I would take a fork, take them all the way out, put them on the stove or wherever. Take a fork and stick it in. If you can't get your fork in, you can't get your teeth in. So, you know, but you can cook them until you like them. Some people like crunchy, hot veggies. That's fine. So, yeah, I'm going to keep mine in too once they're done. But they're still not done. So I'm going to do 5 more minutes. All right. I was just like, what is this for? My veggies. I'm okay. All right. Oh, I'm going to clean up my tomato situation here. We got tomato seeds everywhere because I had a couple squishers. Come on, babies. Hi, baby. Okay. So the only thing else we have to do is if you have fresh basil, we got to rip it up. So I'm just going to put it on a pile on my cutting board. You don't even really, I think we're done with our knives. Oh, I'm going to use it to open my package. So if you're using fresh basil, oh, smells so good. We need 2 tablespoons worth, whatever that means. 2 tablespoons worth. So I'm just going to pick off some leaves here. Is anybody else using fresh basil? I wouldn't normally, but I just really felt like it today. If you're using dried basil, you don't have to do anything. Yeah. Oh, good. There's some freshies. Good. If you're using dried, don't do anything. Just get it ready. Just have it out. My freshies. Yay. Look at all my freshie friends. Fresh. Okay. So I just got a little pile here. I personally feel, I got this from my mother. There, you can't have enough garlic, and I don't feel like you can have enough basil either. So I'm not really gonna measure. So I'm just gonna take this little pile. I'm gonna have it ready. I'm just stacking it because we're gonna tear it up. But I'm just gonna tear it into the pan in a few minutes. It's not hard work. So I just have a little pile of leaves. Okay. So just have a pile. Just be ready. We are ready. We got the stems off. No stems. Gross. I might have to make some pesto. Okay. Good enough. I'm gonna put this away. Okay, so my fresh people, just a little pile. And yeah, Elizabeth, my quinoa has, let me see how much longer my quinoa has. Where'd it go? I have 6 minutes for my quinoa. All right, friends, we're gonna get started. We should have, let's review. Everybody, we're looking at our counters. Okay, let's review. We should have chicken. We should have cut tomatoes. We should have basil, either fresh or dried. You can even use parsley. I saw someone say parsley. That's fine. Balsamic vinegar, delicious. Minced garlic, olive oil, salt, and pepper. That is what we need right now. We're going to need a 1/4 cup measuring cup. So let's get that out. 1/4 cup. For later, we're going to need a spoon for our, what's this called? Our garlic. Do we want to measure? We can measure. I'm going to get a teaspoon. A teaspoon out. You guys know how I feel about garlic. Teaspoon. And if you're using dried basil or parsley, get a tablespoon. Teaspoon, tablespoon, 1/4 cup. That's it. And the veggies, I'm gonna check them. And we might be like done after this. We'll see. Use your lid. Use your plate. I need 6 more counters. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, they look good. All right, friends. I think what I'm going to do with my veggies is I'm just going to turn the oven off and let it stay there. Because they're soft, they look really good. Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. They look really good. So I'm going to turn the oven off and just leave them in here. Bye-bye timer. Turn your oven off. If you're doing what I'm doing, turn it off. You can take them out if you want to take them out. That's fine. What did I say, Loretta? I said a lot of stuff. But we are gathering our measuring stuff. Eric put it in the chat too. So we have 1/4 cup. I lost it. I'm like, what is this? A teaspoon and a tablespoon. And everything else should be ready. You're prepped. You may have to pause to check on your veggies. That's fine. We're not about stress. You're not about rush. If the timer goes off, here's the miracle. If it's, you guys saw, my timer went off and I took something to the fridge and I moved. It's fine. It's fine. A timer just means, hey, you, come check. But you don't have to be like, I gotta check it now. It's fine. An extra 30 seconds or a minute is not a big deal. Okay. 2 minutes on my quinoa. I think we can start. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Frying pan or skillet dish thing. We're taking out olive oil. Even my tofu friends, take your olive oil. You hate the smell of vinegar? I don't like the smell of vinegar, but I love the smell of balsamic vinegar. Okay, we're gonna turn our burner on to medium high. So that for me is 7. That for you might be in between medium and high. That's medium high. It's like southeast, you know. We're gonna take a little bit of olive oil. It says a tablespoon worth. You guys know I don't measure. I'm just gonna put some olive oil in here. I am gonna use, we're gonna be putting our chicken in here. No, we don't need it. Okay, let's talk about chicken. Once you touch raw chicken, you immediately have to wash your hands, and anything else that touched it has to go in the garbage or in the sink, okay? So I'm going to use my knife, or you can use your finger if you're using chicken like I'm doing. We're gonna open this baby up. My knife has now touched raw chicken. The wrapper's coming off, kind of. I'm gonna tuck it. So this is going in the sink. Chicken is still in the package. I'm gonna sprinkle salt and pepper on here. I haven't touched it yet. I still have clean hands. Sprinkling salt and pepper. Elizabeth, you can put this on your tofu. You are, but you also need to. It's up to you. Put this on your chicken. And now with one hand, getting dirty, patting it in there, clean hand. I'm going to pick up my chicken one piece at a time and put it in the pan, salt and pepper side down. Still have a clean hand, patting in my salt and pepper. These are gigantic. Chicken in. God, these are huge. Pat, pat, pat. Chicken in the pan. Woo! Huge. With my clean hand, I'm going to put, I used the whole piece. The whole chicken. I'm going to use my clean hand and sprinkle some more salt on the other side. Maybe I should have kept my right hand clean. I'm going to sprinkle some more pepper. Dirty hand, I'm going to smash it in there. Don't touch the edge of your pan. And now, I'm going to throw this away. Raw chicken. Wash my hands. Hot water, friends. Hot water. Soap. 20 seconds. Okay. And my quinoa timer went off. So once we're not freaking out. We're not freaking out. Once my hands are clean, get my fork, hot holder, and check my quinoa. What you want is all the water soaked, or your rice. Rice, same. You want all the water soaked in. Oh, it's so fluffy. Look at this fluffy goodness. Woo! So it's perfect. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna keep the lid on because it'll stay hot forever that way. Turn off the burner. Quinoa's done, baby. Rice is probably done too. Now here's the crazy part, you guys. We are so good with our timing that we just get to hang out now. We got everything done. I would normally chop my tomatoes right now, but I just didn't want to feel rushy. So that's why I didn't do it. I don't even think we need our garbage bowl anymore. So I'm going to dump it. It's just that good, friends. So for your chicken, I think I'm gonna use tongs. I like tongs, or you can use a spatula. So with your tofu, Elizabeth, I would cut it into big chunks. Like either, like I like slices, right? Big slices. And you just fry it in some oil with some salt and pepper. That's what I would do. Just like the chicken. So for your chicken, you use tongs or spatula, but we are going to flip it over. I'm not very good at flipping over chicken with a spatula. That's why I got tongs. And what we're waiting for is for our chicken to cook about halfway through. And so you'll see the bottom of the chicken starts to turn white and the white starts coming up a little bit. I have the biggest piece of chicken in my pan. I almost feel like I should cut it in half. I might, it's huge. I had 3 pieces in my package. This piece is like double the size of the other ones. This is like really fancy technique here. There we go. Cut you in half. But here until tomorrow waiting for this thing to cook. So if you have big chicken, you can cut it. There we go. That was ridiculous. Okay, these have to go in the sink because they just touched raw chicken. Tofu, I mean, how I like to do my tofu is I cook it for a few minutes and then I flip it. And I like it to get brown and crispy because I think that's fun. So you just keep flipping it. I play with it. You can't mess it up. Let me read your message, friend. Yeah, Amanda, just keep cooking it in there. You know what? This is going to be so great. Just keep cooking it in the microwave. You know, you can even like just keep doing the defrost cycle. And then when we take our chicken out, cook with us because it's just a topping. And then you can cook the chicken later and put the topping on. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. It's actually perfect. This is like the easiest problem to have. So just keep defrosting your chicken and then you're just going to cook it in oil with salt and pepper. All right, friends. I don't know. I'm going to flip it over. It's definitely not all the way done, but I'm going to flip it over. Because I want to, I can't handle it. Here's what it looks like on one side. Nice and brown, but it's very pink still. So I know I'm going to have to flip it again, but chicken's one of those foods that you're not supposed to play with, but I like to put in my food. So it's really hard for me. Woo! Okay, here's what we're going to do while we wait. We're going to get our balsamic vinegar ready. So Hermione, just do this part. If you want to, even you can get a second frying pan to make your topping in, and then you can have the bigger one for the chicken. That'll be fine. So we're going to measure out 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar and just have it ready. My lid, it's like, how big of a screw cap was that? 1/4 cup balsamic vinegar. Woo, delish. Okay. I'll put this away. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, chicken. I'm looking at my veggies too, because I want to. They look so good. I'll show you what my veggies look like in case you're curious. They're just a little bit browny. I don't even know if you can tell. They're a little bit brown. Okay. Chicky's going. Balsamic vinegar is measured. So cold, we don't need the salt and pepper anymore, I don't think. Nope. We don't need the salt and pepper anymore, so you guys can put that away. Yeah, I like to clean as I go. That's what I do. Time check. Oh, we are golden. Golden, Rocky people. We are so good. Woo, we are good, good, good. All right. Okay. If your chicken that's finished, if you have thin pieces of chicken, which I don't, you're just going to pull it out and put it on the plate. Yeah. And let me show you guys something. I can tell right now my chicken's not done. See the side of my chicken? You can still see right here that line of pink. So I know it's very pink on the inside. So you are not done. What I'm going to do when I think it's getting closer is I'm going to cut into one of the pieces and check it. So, but we're not even close. Well, I mean, we are. But I have to play. Stop playing. Stop playing, Jen. It's going to be fine. Oh, let's talk cookbooks, shall we? Let's talk cookbooks. Here's what's going to happen with cookbooks. Our dear friend Eric, he's so magical. He and I, mostly he, we have been working on cookbooks. And remember how everybody thought back in March, April, May, oh, when COVID's over. Here we are, still going. We thought there would be like an end to quarantine. And we were going to make a quarantine cookbook when we were all done. Well, there's no end in sight, as we all know. So what we've decided to do is we've created a cookbook that's going to live and breathe as a Google document, which I didn't really know what that meant until a couple months ago. So I'll tell you guys what that means in case there's somebody out there that doesn't know what that means. But basically, it's like a document that you'll have access to, but we can add to it. And so it's almost like a website. You'll save the link to this document, and then you can go to it and find your recipes. It's going to be very, very cool. So, so we're working on the COVID cookbook, quarantine cookbook, and we are going to sell it because you have to make a little bit of money. But it's only going to be like 15, 20 bucks. And you'll have access to it forever and ever. And we're just going to keep adding to it. So far, what are we at, Eric? Like 20 recipes? I think so. I stuck this one in there already. So I think in January, we'll just deal with it in January. I'll let you guys know. We're cleaning it. Eric's cleaning it up. I'm going to put your guys' pictures in it. So make sure you always send me pictures. So I'm going to put your pictures on the meals. And then we're going to have a cookbook. It's going to be so fun. So, and I just need to, my broken computer has the old recipes in it. All right, chicken. Do I get another clip? I think I'm going to stick my lid on it. I'm going to stick my lid on it for a few minutes. Trap the heat in there. Because my chicken's really, really thick. So yeah, so that's what's going to happen for your cookbooks, my friends. And it'll be sorted. We made breakfast once, didn't we? Oh, good, Elizabeth. You can just take it out and put it on the plate. It'll be sorted by like side dishes, main dishes, desserts, drinks. We've made so much fun stuff. That'll happen next month. All right, chicken. It's funny, you guys were so prepared. We can just dance. You can do Rocky. Rocky 3, 45 minutes. We might even be done eating by then. We're so good. We're so good. Let me see how many Rocky people we got in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 Rocky people in here. 9, 10, me and Eric. 9, 10. I can count real high. Chicken. Everybody's veggies are done, right? Everyone's veggies done, rice is done, everything's done. I'm gonna fill up my water. Come back right too. That's not happening. Okay, let's see. Almost done. Good. Your green beans are done. Good. Who has their hand up? Everybody give your hand up. You just got to type it, girl. Good. Oh, my house smells so good. All right, I'm gonna look at chicken. I can't handle it. Woo! Gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna take out my biggest piece and get a knife. Okay, let me check this baby. I'm gonna cut through the biggest, fattest part. Oh, no. Let me show you, friends. This is not done chicken. See that pink in there? That line right there. We are not done. We're close. Put the lid back on. I feel like that was good. This chicken fell off now. That one was done. All right. Okay. All right. Only one chicken that was not done. That's good, Loretta. Chicken's done, Mom. Ooh. You must have had good thin chicken. The tomatoes, Elizabeth, those are, well, caprese is like the thing that makes something caprese is tomatoes, basil, mozzarella, and balsamic vinegar. Like those 4 things are what make something caprese. Oh, roger that. So that's what the tomatoes are for. Is we're gonna make a topping that has tomatoes, garlic, basil, and balsamic vinegar. All right. Woo! Good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You guys gotta tell me, keep me posted how it's going in your kitchen. When your chickie's done, everything else should be done. Yeah, you said that. You said it twice. Oh, you said it to me and everybody. I see how you are. Got it. Okay. Chicky. Tofu's done. Heck yeah. And I almost made tofu too, because I don't really eat a lot of meat. I eat it like once a week, maybe. I just felt lazy. Just staring at my chicken. Are you guys all checking your chicken? Is that what's happening? Let's check this guy. He's big. Beastie. Nope. What about you? You're pretty. You done? Oh, there's one done. I think. Hold on. Yeah. I should turn the slide on. I don't even know if you see it, but it's all white all the way through. He is cooking sea defrosting. Good. Oh yeah, pasta people, turn on your water. Go for it. We're close. I would turn it to medium high. I wouldn't do it crazy high. But you can start your pasta. Thank you, Amanda, for putting that. You reminded me. Oh, 2 done. Yeah, baby. You two. You two need to get further. Your chicken will still be done, Amanda, by the time the movie starts, I bet you. Do you have it in the microwave? How much minced garlic? I have no idea. Yes, the vinegar is part of the topping. The minced garlic, are you just moving ahead? Are you moving ahead? It's 2 cloves worth of minced garlic. Already turned off the pasta. Good. Good, good, good. All right. I only know of like 2 people. No, not you, Elizabeth. I only know of 2 people whose chicken is done. Let's see, who's this? Jeffrey's chicken's done. And my mom's chicken is done. Loretta was close. Oh, Nikki's chicken's done. Good. Good. Let me know when your chicken's done, friends. Just so I know. Because I feel like mine's taking forever, but I guess we're all taking forever. That's okay. I got a brand new microwave because mine died. Can I take off the protective thing though? Woo! I like being able to mess with stuff. Woo! Fancy! Woo! That's fun. Look at this thing. Wah! How long will it stay this clean? Ah. Just gonna do home improvement during cooking class. Okay. Let me see. Let me see how many people have their chickie done. Kiosh and Nikki. You guys are awesome. 2, 3, 4. That's right. There was 2 others. Okay, I'm checking my chickie. Done now, chickie. Come on. You just got it. Baby. Yep. Yep. When your chicken comes out, make sure you turn off your burner. You don't want to be cooking for days in there. Pan. Okay, my chicken's done. Woo! So I'm gonna leave my burner on. Sorry. What? Turn my burner off. The thing you just said, Jen. I know. It's okay. I think. Well. Woo. Let me get a spatula for the next part because I want to be able to scrape my chicken bits off. Oh yeah, Momo's got his chicken done. There's like 5 of us now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Loretta's was close. 6.5. Ooh, hey, we're catching up now. Nice. That's 7, 8, 9. Hey, we're gonna do it, friends. We're doing awesome. 10. Okay. You guys, we only have 2 more steps. Right? Oh, this chicken. Why? It smells so good. It's just salt and pepper. 11. 11. Man, is it what smells? Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Maybe it's just like the basil sitting here, the chicken, the balsamic vinegar. I don't know. Yeah, I was counting you, Elizabeth, because I knew your tofu was done. Magic number 11. I'm going to scrape my chicken bits off the bottom. I'm going to leave it in here. I'm going to scrape it off. They're flavored. And because I like to play. Off chicken bits. Ooh, there we go. All right, I'll put it down. Okay, you guys, so here's something fun that happened. I pushed pause during chicken cooking so that the recording didn't just have me waiting for chicken cooking, and I forgot to unpause. So we're going to talk through the rest of the recipe. Once your chicken is done and you've removed it to a plate, you're going to have an empty pan. So into the empty pan, I used a spatula. That's what I would suggest you use so that you can scrape all the goodness off the bottom. You're going to put in, here's our list. You're going to put in a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, quarter cup, with a teaspoon of garlic. We're going to put that in here. We're going to scrape the chicken off the bottom, the leftover bits, right? We'll let that cook for about a minute. 1/4 cup balsamic vinegar and a teaspoon of minced garlic. If you're using fresh garlic, it's 2 cloves. 2 cloves of garlic. So that's going in here. Scrape it up, stir it up. And then after you smell your garlic and it's been in there for a minute, you're going to take that bowl of tomatoes that we chopped up, you're going to dump that in there. And you're going to stir it around with a little sprinkling of salt. Don't forget your salt. I almost forgot my salt. So, a little sprinkling of salt, and you're going to stir those around. And your tomatoes, they're going to turn like almost black color. Let me show you what color they look. Let me show you how these babies look. They're kind of crazy. They get kind of dark because the balsamic vinegar is, you know, it's like a dark purpley black color. So your tomatoes are going to get nice and soft and nice and dark, charred looking. So you're going to let them cook. It's going to take about 5 minutes to do that. So feel free to pause this little video while you wait for your tomatoes to get soft. And then once they're soft, if you're using fresh basil, I have that little stack of basil, just rip it into teeny tiny chunks, strips into your tomato mix. If you're using dried basil or dried parsley, you're going to do 2 tablespoons. Let me write that down for you. 2 tablespoons of basil. So once your tomatoes are soft, and you have your salt sprinkled in there, of course, you're going to mix in either your fresh basil or your dried basil. Stir that up. Then you're going to take those little pieces of the chicken that you had on this plate, put them right in these tomatoes, kind of nestle it down in there, nestle it down. Okay? And then with your mozzarella cheese, if you have a block of cheese, you want to cut 4 slices or 1 slice per chicken. Or if you have the slices already pre-sliced, 1 slice per chicken. I have shreddies, so sprinkle a little bit of shredded cheese on your chicken. You're going to put those tomatoes right on top of it. And then you put the lid back on your baby right here. Turn it to low. And you're just going to let that sit there until your cheese melts. It'll be delicious. So here's how we're going to set up our plate. We're going to get our rice or our quinoa. Or if you made pasta, that's great too. Big old scoop on the plate. Mm-hmm. Gonna need you. Check our cheese. My cheese doesn't melt a lot because it's non-dairy. It gets melty, but it doesn't look melted, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take this baby out of here, put them right on my quinoa. Woo! I'm gonna scoop a couple extra bits of tomato because they look delicious. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Okay. Get my veggies. So many veggies. It's the best part. Wow. It's probably all the best part. There we go. And there is our dinner. Quinoa, chicken, tomatoes with cheese, and some veggies. Anyways, that's how it works, friends. And I always want to know, do you love it? Was it delicious? You have to tell me. You have to tell me. And I want to see pictures. They're my favorite. They're going to be going in our cookbook. So send them. Send me your reviews. Tell me. All right, friends. Thanks for cooking with us. We're going to cook every other week in 2021 as long as we can. So just keep them coming, right? We'll probably do soup next time because, we're going to do a flu buster chicken noodle soup in January with smashed potatoes. You're welcome, my friends. So 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from tonight, your kitchen, my kitchen, be there. We'll cook together. Thanks, everybody.